Obama who? Obama what? Obama blood clot young. My captain. Hey, that was close. Oh, you missed though. I captain Salah safe. Who even asked you a question? Just some cool 40 points for my captain. You know how we do. Hello and welcome back to another episode of FPheLp, where we bring you the best and most reliable fantasy Premier League information you need. So, before we get started, a big shout out to our number one in the league, the pilots. Godfred, congratulations. An amazing amount of points, like for a first game week, and the team actually looks amazing. Apart from Son and Bowen that couldn't get him points, I mean everyone actually secured some good amount of points, and he didn't even captain Salah, so that was an impressive return. So big ups. So now it's time for us to apply pressure and catch up, so watch out, Godfred. So now to my team. This was the team I went into game week 1 with. I had Ramsdale in goal, Trent, Walker and Robertson, Son, Aubameyang, Salah, Saint Max, Kai Havertz, Wilson and Adams. But unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to hit a good enough score. I mean, the goal for the first 4 weeks is to maintain an average score, above average score. Because funny enough, you might think that, oh, getting an above average score will be easy, but it's challenging. I mean, you always have confidence in your team, but at the end of the day, can they produce the points? That's the most important thing. So for example, this week I think the average score was really high because a lot of people captained Salah and Salah came through for them. So it kind of pushed up the average way up. So for other weeks, it might be a bit different. So we always have to be a step ahead of the curve, always aiming for an above average or at least hitting the average mark. That way we can maintain our consistency and make sure that we can finish, hopefully, in the top 10k come game week 38. And one thing is, a lot of managers have jumped onto the wildcard train. And one thing with wildcards is that you have to be really sure of what you are doing. Like, once you activate the wildcard, make sure that the team you're about to set is going to maintain you till the next wildcard, which is in January, which is around game week, should I say 13? Till game week 16. So game week 15 will be the last, till game week 16. So once you activate your wildcard now, you should be ready for whatever is coming. And with the transfer window closing in game week 4, a lot is going to happen. Like, we have transfers that are even coming in at the moment, like Bale, we have Reguilon, we have Thiago with Liverpool. So there's a whole lot happening, and if you're using your wildcard, please make sure that you're actually setting up a team that you are very confident in is going to sustain you till game week 16, because it's going to be a very long journey. A lot can happen. We are in a very delicate period where someone might contract the virus and has to be benched, and you should be ready for such situations. Okay, so the wildcard is using it now. I just need you to know that you should be very confident and just get a good enough bench, because anything can happen at any point as it stands. Okay, so with that being said, this is my team, and as things stand, despite the not so impressive start to the season, I'm planning on going with the exact same team as I did in game week 1. And my reason for this is that I'll have the chance to have 2 transfers without taking any point hits. Anytime you transfer out, okay, like this week, like this, you can see in this corner I have 1 free transfer. If I'm to take Robertson out, because that's actually my plan, I kept Robertson and Trent in so that one can actually go out for the other, so that I can store value, pick a 4.5 replacement, or maybe someone like Tariq Lamptey or Lucas Dean, Castine, James, especially if he's going to be starting a lot of games in place of Aspilicueta. I think he's actually a really good pick. He's a good shooter, he's a good crosser of the ball, and he's also on set pieces, in which he actually assisted Zuma in getting the goal. So I think he's actually a really good pick when it comes to Chelsea's defense. Yeah. So the plan will actually be to take out probably Robertson, pick someone like James, because he has some good fixtures also coming up. Yeah, West Brom, Crystal Palace, Southampton, very good fixtures. Then take out Kai Havertz, and I can bring in, with 10.5, everyone's favorite player. He goes by the name Bruno Fernandes. Here he is. So this is the plan. But as I was saying, prices can go up, prices can fall. So I'm really hoping I can actually make this happen next week. If not, I will bring in Rashford, which I don't mind at all, because he is actually cheaper, going for 9.5, which is, I think he was a striker in the previous season, so I actually don't mind going in for him. So this will actually be the setup, same 5 in the midfield. Yeah. So as things stand, no transfers at the moment. This is how my team will look going into game week 2. Aubameyang will be my captain. He will lead the line. A London derby. I know Arsenal for sure love derbies. They go all out when it comes to derbies, and he just signed a new contract. I mean, he would like to put out a statement that yes, he deserved that contract and all that. He said he wants to actually be a legend with Arsenal. So hopefully this is the start of a beautiful journey. I trusted my captain in game week 1. I'm sticking with him. Yeah. Also, to drop it out there, I feel like Manchester City, despite like the likes of KDB and friends, despite their high goal scoring abilities, I'm not too excited to get them in, because with Wolves are challenging. Wolves like playing City for some strange reason, especially Adama Traore. He actually likes playing against them. Then there's Leicester, then there's Leeds, and I mean, Leeds United and Manchester United are rivals. I don't know if City are also their rivals, but it will definitely. And Bielsa, Guardiola, I mean, Charlie, that's crazy. Then there's Arsenal, then there's West Ham, then another streak of crazy fixtures. So with Manchester City, I feel like I want to see them play. United, I don't really, not that I trust them that much, but I don't know. Their fixtures aren't looking as tough compared to what City has. So it's like I'm not too bothered. Crystal Palace are playing with a makeshift defense. I feel like they should have conceded 2 goals against Southampton, but fortunately for them, Guaita was in the form of his life. He made amazing saves, and that came through big time. So I'm not actually in a hurry to bring Manchester City players in, but for sure, I mean, City, they score goals for fun, no matter who you are. on their day, they will deal with you and deal with you really, really well. But at the moment, I'm edging towards Manchester United players. Yeah. But for my team, I feel like I wasn't too. I picked this particular team for the long term and not for like maybe first 5 games. I picked them for the long term, and I feel like I'm actually confident backing them, because Kai is the only one that I'm not too impressed with so far. Because for Trent as well, but he's Trent. I mean, with one corner, with one, set pieces and his crosses, he might have the most horrible game but still end up having an assist. So with that, it's different. And the thing with Liverpool is that if one fullback doesn't get the full point, doesn't get an assist, the other one is always on his game. So by taking both, it's like I've covered, but it can go horribly wrong, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. With Kyle Walker-Peters, he'll be coming up against his former team, and I feel like, just like Lamptey did with Chelsea, he might actually step up big time just to prove them wrong, that like, yeah, you should have kept me, all that. So hopefully he can do something. And he almost had an assist to Inks, but as I said, Guaita was in the form of his life. Ramsdale, with Ramsdale, Sheffield looked shaky at the back, but I feel like Chris Wilder will handle that because they are known for their defensive abilities. But if need be, I'll look at that. If they are not looking as impressive as I thought they would, I will definitely make the necessary changes. But for now, Aubameyang, Salah, I don't think I'll be taking them out of my team anytime soon. The only ones that might move out are Son and Havertz, which I might use to fund either Bruno Fernandes, Marcus Rashford, or Mason Greenwood. So I'm just looking at how things pan out. With Wilson and Adams, I'm really okay with them. Wilson had his goal. He's always the start of the season, like if we are comparing that to last season, he almost had an involvement in every single game, either a goal or an assist, and you can't ask for any better from a striker. So yeah, Everton are looking good. I think they are one team, if you are thinking of grabbing players from like Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison, James Rodriguez, Lucas Digne, a very good pick. So yeah, there are a couple of, apart from that, I think that's why I'm saying I'm actually okay with my team. Maybe apart from Kai, so I'm still looking into it. If I go ahead without any changes, this is the team I'll go with. But if I'm going to make any change to my team, it will likely be Kai Havertz out for probably Mason Greenwood. But I think I'll rather like to hold on, make the change from Kai to Bruno Fernandes, then use the value from Robertson to get a cheaper defender, probably Castagne or James from Chelsea. So as things stand, this is the team I'm going into game week 2 with. Yeah. If you think I should captain a different player, because it seems like a lot of you, especially in the Foot 360 league, know your way around picking good captain choices. So definitely drop a comment. Anything you think of my team, if it's good enough, you think having 2 Liverpool defenders is kind of risky, I should just take the minus the -4 hits right now and be safe. Drop a comment, let me know what I should do. Okay, here to help you, you're here to help me, so drop your comments in the comment section. The season has just started. Don't worry about your rank, don't worry about the points you scored in game week 1. it's a long journey. For game week 1, game week 2, game week 3, game week 4, that is when the show begins. That's when the real competition starts. So don't be bothered about maybe a low score in game week 1. I mean, that's what I tell myself. So like, you can pick that out as well. So hopefully we can score some good points. I'm trusting Aubameyang to step up big time. I feel Son will also impress. So let's see how things go. So all the best. Have an amazing week, an amazing weekend. All the best and peace.
Hunna ikke den type, der vil have sit navn derude. Hun er et mål for aftenen, ruller med mange